Om Namo Bhagavate Ramakrishnaya. Lessons for Life from Swami Jagadatmanandaji's inspiring bestseller Learn to Live, Volume 2, Chapter 3. Incredible but true. Rebirth is a fact. The following incident is a definite proof of rebirth. Now let us listen to this episode. She returned with a report. Mridula Sharma is an efficient housewife. She is a double postgraduate, but she got the 2 degrees not in the same life, not from the same university. First, she had obtained the MA degree in Hindi from Banaras University. Then she studied political science and got a MA degree from the Meerut University. The period between taking the first degree and the second one was a lifetime. Naturally, one is stupefied at this. Mridula Sharma, however, says, I was Munnu in my past life. Now I am Mridula Sharma in this life. Her previous life was spent in Dehradun. She had died, according to documents, in 1945. Mridula believes that 4 years after her death as Munnu, she was reborn in 1949 as Mridula. Now she is 24 years old. In the previous life, she belonged to a Baniya community. In this life, she has been born in a Brahmin community. Her statement could have been dismissed as a mere illusion. Anne Stevenson, professor at Virginia University, came to India specially to examine this incident on 18th and 19th of March 1974. This is an indisputable proof for the phenomenon of rebirths. He was convinced that nothing else but rebirth could explain the phenomenon. With this conviction, he returned to his country. This was indeed a rare incident. Her mother in previous life was Satyavati Shetty, an important social worker in those days. She had worked with freedom fighters. Her mother in this life is Shanta Shastri. Both are alive. Both the mothers treat the daughter with intense love. The incident of recalling the events of the past life occurred when Mridula was just 2 years old. When she was given a lychee fruit to eat, her mind clearly recalled what happened in her past life. She began telling her mother that in her house at Dehradun, she used to get excellent varieties of lychee fruit. Though surprised, the parents did not pay attention to her words. A few weeks later, her father expired. As if by divine providence, Shanta Shastri got a job as a teacher at a school in Dehradun. Mridula lived there with her mother. During her stay, she used to refer reportedly to incidents of her past life. One day, Mridula had gone with her mother to a religious session in Dehradun. She recognized an elderly lady seated in a corner, approached her directly and sat on her lap. The old lady affectionately started stroking the child. How should she know that her own daughter had taken the form of this child and sat on her lap? The child addressed another lady sitting beside her and said in a note of confidence, You are my younger sister. How can that be? I am older. You are still a child. I am your elder sister Munnu. The lady was taken aback and suspected some foul play. She asked the child about things she was least likely to know. Mridula's answers convinced her that her words were genuine, but Mother Satyavati was still in a doubt. To test her further, she took her home. The girl was overjoyed to see all the rooms in the house. She pointed at her bookshelf. She remarked that the fan in the attic was new. All that was true. Looking at a part of the house that had been newly repaired, she said that it seemed to be new. They took her out to see whether she could remember old faces. "Don't buy anything from this shop." The owner forcibly took my purse, she said, pointing at an old man sitting in the shop. The old man recalled the past and confessed the deed. She recognized Kushal Chand, who had now become Anand Swamiji. "Swamiji, when did you start wearing saffron? Formerly, you were always dressed in white." Kushal Chand was utterly surprised. Meanwhile, the father watched all this in disguise and suddenly remarked, "Child, you recognized everybody, but you couldn't recognize your old servant." Mridula clasped him in her arms and said, "You are not the servant, you are my daddy." Satyavati was all joy at the fact that her dead daughter was born again. She showered abundant love on this daughter. At the time of Mridula's wedding, they gave her a bungalow, 10,000 rupees, and golden jewelry. "Can you give any other proof of your past life besides your memories?" Stevenson asked her. "I don't know," she said. "This is a true incident of rebirth," he affirms. He is now conducting some studies on skin molds. It is said that molds of the past life reappear in the next birth. "Do you remember how you died?" Stevenson asked. "Yes, I remember. I felt terrible pain. I felt as if somebody was lifting me up from the feet. The pain rose upward and my head began to ache. Then I got a sensation of floating. I felt that I was flying in the air. When I was 2 years, I remembered more things." At the age of 5, Mridula Sharma, in the company of her mother, met Swami Shivananda Saraswati of Rishikesh. This incident has appeared in one of the books of Swami Shivananda, the Sunday issue of Times of India, October 31st, 1976, too, has published an article on the same incident. The details given here are based on that article. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.